Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to Restaurant Industry Podcast. I'm Vas Sanchez.
And I'm Tyler Edwards. We are two restaurant industry vets talking about what we love
And what we hate
with restaurant industry professionals.
on a podcast. Welcome to Restaurant Industry Podcast. All right.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, nice to be here. Cheers. Our first guest tonight, a longtime friend, an industry professional who I've known forever. You're a bartender, a manager, an owner of every title I can think of in the industry, and while holding those titles, doing other titles that were part of not your job, are your job, dishwashing, making sandwiches, making coffees, cleaning places, all the crazy fun stuff. Done it all.
Yes.
Kathryn DiMenichi, everybody. Kathryn DiMenichi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
To
Happy
Restaurant
be
Industry
here.
Podcast.
I didn't know it was your first guest.
You are the first
pressure.
guest.
Jeez.
No pressure. I wanted to have somebody who was well seasoned in this industry,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So as always, I'm your host, Vas Sanchez. Again, longtime industry professional. Been in it for my entire life with my family owning restaurants since I was a little baby kid. And my co-host, Tyler Edwards.
Tyler Edwards. Been in kitchens my whole life. In multiple states. I'm no longer in kitchens.
So if you're not in kitchens anymore, but all your friends are in restaurants, have your friendships struggled at all with the different,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Time
changes?
Yeah, we live on different coasts practically.
I'm thinking you work during the day now.
Well, that's what I mean, right?
yeah.
We're basically in different time zones.
Okay.
When I'm going to bed, they're still doing their thing, and when I'm awake, they're still in bed. That's the first one, right? But then, also subject matter, restaurant people, I think, are typically angry, and I think as I've left, I've gotten slightly less angry.
That's a shock. I'll be real. I've known Tyler for the better part of how long have we known each other now?
Probably
like a decade or more.
Yeah.
And you being less angry now it's a good thing. That's a great thing.
I still, don't get me wrong, I still find things to get angry
gets
about.
mad. He
But the
gets
restaurant
fired
people
up.
in my life are full of them. Especially the guest facing ones. Or you're guest facing.
I used to be.
You were predominantly guest facing.
Yes, and then, towards the end of my bar and restaurant's life, I was in the back of the house mostly. I was the only person in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you want to take us through it a little bit?
Where'd you start?
The
When'd you start?
resume?
The resume? Oh my God.
I knew you when I met you, or when I came to know you. I don't even know that we had a physical meeting at the time. You were bartending at Leon's, I believe.
Yep.
Was then. And I believe Miles McQuarrie, now of Kimball House, was there then.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he was there when I started there.
So that's to date how long this has gone on.
Right.
But yeah.
So do you want me to start before that?
You can go before that.
Washing
Yeah.
dishes at.
Yeah.
My first restaurant job was at Mamma Mia's Pizzeria in Stone Mountain Village.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mamma
And I
Mia's Pizzeria.
either was making salads or washing dishes.
Okay.
And yeah.
Garde manger.
Yeah, so were these salads, are you taking pre-cut lettuce out of a bag? Are you getting in romaine and cutting and spinning it?
Oh, no. This is pre-cut iceberg.
Sure.
And you get a ticket, a handwritten ticket, and it has how many people are at the table. So you put one cherry pepper per person.
Okay.
One onion ring.
Sure.
So
the salad sort of sets the
mozzarella.
stage.
Yeah. And yeah. Your typical Provino salad.
Right. And
Red onion?
Salad. Yeah.
Of course.
yeah, of course.
Not
Did
that
you
bright.
dress these salads and then put them in a bowl, or do they come with a dressing on the side?
Oh, I dressed them.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a very nice place.
I was 14 years old.
That's worthy of a big gourmand these days. Yeah.
I think that is worthy of Michelin Bib Gourmand now.
Yeah, some rich-
They're passing those out. I think you get in line and you get one.
I knew they were full of shit, but when they came to my city, I saw. I
That's
was
what it
like, I
was
was
like,
like,
what are we doing?
confirmed. Y'all are full of shit.
So
Yeah.
what made Atlanta the trademark? No way, you guys aren't finding Michelin restaurants here.
It's not that I didn't think they could find them. It's who got what.
Sure,
Just made.
sure,
I was
sure,
just
sure.
like, okay.
Yeah, there were definitely some handouts that I thought were in there. And I'm not going to sit here and name names because the lists are atrocious and wild and long.
I'll name names.
There she is.
I'm not in the industry anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Well, have you eaten at a Michelin star restaurant outside of Atlanta?
I don't know.
Well, that's the big moniker in my opinion. I think that there are a lot of criticisms as to who got Michelin stars here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people who have those criticisms have not eaten at Michelin stars in other cities.
That's a good point.
And so what are you comparing it to? You have a preconceived level of expertise, or you have a bar set already, and you think, oh, Michelin stars only go to this level of food, and the places in Atlanta that we've eaten at, you're like, oh, well, that's not this level. But have you gone to see where the actual level is the question I ask a lot of people. And not to like, I don't know. You clearly made up your mind. You think some of these are handouts, but like based on what?
Based on just knowing those restaurants,
right? Experiences
and knowing that they wouldn't survive. Yeah, it wouldn't survive in other cities.
Sure,
like they're a big fish in this pond, but
fully. Yeah, I worked in Chicago for a number of years and worked at some Michelin star restaurants and ate at some as well. Right, the level of expectation in a city that has like a tenured culinary scene.
Yeah.
Right, is out of our reach in a lot of ways. I think there's people reaching for it, and hopefully over the time we'll see more people from other cities who've had that experience come in and mold it. And so I'm
Why do you think that is?
Well, because I don't think that if you're coming from another metropolitan area, I don't think that Atlanta provides a lot of things that match those day-to-day operations. I think our public transit's shit. I think traffic's terrible, right? We could talk
on the amenities in the city are not there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a fuck Marta podcast yet, but if we keep talking about restaurants and the people who work in them, eventually that's
gonna get there.
All roads lead to that, because I think that public transit is sort of what fuels restaurants. Mm-hmm. Right? 100%. Because restaurants don't have to pay their employees anything.
This is okay. So one of the I'm going to get started talking about parking.
Then we got to go back to Mamma Mia's, actually. Sorry.
We will go back to Mamma Mia's, maybe. I don't want to give them too much time because
no. That was the first. No, that was the resume checkoff.
But I think that that's one of the huge problems with small businesses or small restaurants here is because the parking requirements are ridiculous.
Ridiculous. It is insane.
Yes. So I think and it's also doesn't make sense. Like you need to have so many parking spaces for a bar.
Right. Do you know that number offhand?
No, I don't.
I feel like it's like 25.
It's too high.
Or 30 parking spaces available per like patron at your bar, which again promotes the idea that you want people to then drink and drive,
right?
Which is nuts. It's crazy.
Well, I think if you organically generate opportunities for people to make illegal decisions, we get more DUI money for the city. So maybe there's somebody connecting these dots, and he's like, no, let them drive. We'll catch them. No, before they get into a wreck, we'll catch them, and then we'll get their 20 fucking grand or whatever it fucking costs.
And do we need to talk to the mayor about that? Would the mayor be interested in being on the pod? Is it the mayor? Is that the mayor's question?
We don't talk to mayors.
We don't talk to mayors. That's not what this podcast is. Fuck Ice, fuck Marta. We don't talk to mayors.
They're here.
So you think it's directly linked to like the parking issue?
I think it's, always a concert of issues, right? It's never one thing, but that is a big hurdle for small businesses.
I agree.
Yeah. So I know lots of people who have gone through permitting and all of the meetings and all the neighborhood stuff, and they've done all this legwork and they get stopped at parking. And like most of the United States, we're like the most paved
truly
like nation, I think, on the planet.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we shit the bed on all of our train experiments a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, so Mamma Mia probably had good parking. Let's say you moved past Mamma Mia. No, I don't know. It was outside of the city. You said it was in Stone Mountain Village.
Stone Mountain Village. Yeah.
It's still there, Mamma Mia?
I think so.
Cool. Shout out to Mamma Mia.
I can't remember.
Great salads.
I think it's an ice cream place now.
Well, things change.
Yeah.
So then from Mamma Mia's and bullshit parking, not them, but just that's the idea. Then what happened?
I got into framing. I did framing for a little while.
Now, Kathryn's jack of all trades, like
right. I do carpentry now, so I build kitchen cabinets and So
but you're also an artist. Like it's not just like I build stuff. Like you're fucking creative and you have this eye and I just want to give you credit where it's due.
Appreciate it. Then after Mamma Mia's, I don't know. I'm trying to think like the other
framing.
Like
lots of hammering. Don't remember.
I got married really young. I had a baby really young. We were struggling. Restaurants are there to catch you.
Exploit.
Right.
Exploit
you.
Bigger.
Exploit your struggle.
Sure.
So then I went to Wahoo in Decatur.
Yeah, it's been there for like 30 years.
Waited tables there, lied on my resume. They made me bar manager pretty fast.
Should they have made you bar manager?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Well, because I did a great job.
Okay, cool. And, it wasn't like they needed you, because that also happens at restaurants. They're like, I just need a warm body.
Right.
Are you 21? Perfect. You determine how well we do booze.
Yeah. Somebody was like, you should go do a stage at Leon's. Go meet Miles. And then,
what do you think about stages?
Oh, I think no.
Well, on the topic of exploitation.
No, I don't think people should work for free.
Is there anything more exploitative?
Exploitative.
Exploitative. Is there anything more exploitative than asking someone to work for free?
Yeah, if you get children involved.
And you had a kid then, right?
But is there
like?
I mean, obviously, there's, and I'm just gonna play a little devil's advocate here, just so we can keep this conversation nice and spicy.
You would.
What is there? Nothing. There's no value in the idea of like test driving. Like no value in the idea of like learning the job a couple of nights before we actually bring you on, or anything, or is it just like? I mean, there should be some payment for it.
Sure. Okay, so the first night I staged with Miles, it was understood that I was there just to see how they did things.
Sure.
I was there to learn.
You were benefiting. They weren't.
Right.
You weren't auditioning for a position there, right? Because there's two different types of stages.
Right.
There's like hey, I'm here to learn.
There's like an auditing stage, and then there's like a you're working
get into the
for
difference.
free.
Right.
So you were just there to learn.
I was just there to learn. That was great. And I wasn't there all night, so they didn't take advantage of me.
Also
I was
cool.
just right.
Yeah.
Now, however, when I went back a few years later to apply, they were like, "Can you stage?" And it was Derby Day.
What happens on Derby Day? What are they doing? It's the horses.
It's like one of the busiest days
It's so
at Leon's.
slammed.
What's up with horses and Leon's?
Like I don't know. White
There's
people
something.
shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's white people shit. Something in the clientele. The Derby is just a great reason to bet and drink, and
so we make like thousands of mint juleps.
Right, mint julep was the big one.
And I can't even remember. Yeah, so we have one guy that was like scheduled just to crush ice all day. That was his only job.
You
for
staged
hours.
on a day that was like never going to be replicated for the rest of the year. It was like a one-off.
It was a one-off, yeah, but
they just needed hands.
Right, and I didn't realize that till like years later. I was like, oh.
Do you feel?
Yeah.
Say it. Yeah.
They just took advantage of
Nailed it.
they needed somebody to run food, and they put it in this other guy's, and
because like it's something that I feel that potentially happens back in the back, right? Where they're like, we should bring in the stage. Ooh, wait, why don't we bring in the stage on Derby Day? Because then we can have the extra hand.
Right.
And they're like, oh, they're gonna be fucked on that day, and it's like, yeah, but we're gonna be fucked on that day. So we could just, if anything, they can just stand over there and wash cups.
Yeah, and they create this like allure of like, oh, if you work hard and this competition of self-abuse.
Yeah.
And that is in the culture. So you get into that and you're like, yeah, I'll do this for free.
The competition of self-abuse is like,
that's a bar. Man,
that is a bar. That's dropping bars. Because man, that is the backbone of the toxicity, I think. Is this like, how hard can you like flagellate yourself to the boss watching? Oh, I'm such a good line cooker, I'm such a good dishwasher, I'm such a good busser.
Yeah.
And I'll do it. I'll take the shift. I'll clock out and keep working. Those kinds of moments. Like, we believe in tipping, leave tipping, or are we pay them the wage and take tipping out of it?
I've kind of like been one of the last people to like let go of tipping because I don't know, because I'm very competitive, I guess.
Sure.
And so I really liked that. I'm like, look at what I did.
Right.
But no, I think we should, the owners should pay for the
living wage,
they should
pay a higher wage.
Yeah, they should pay for the labor.
Cover insurance, the whole 9 yards, and don't worry about tipping, like Europe, like everywhere else.
Yeah, yeah. And people are like, oh, it's too expensive. They will still go out to eat.
Of course they will.
They always do.
That is a built-in, I believe, that is a hardcore built-in factor of American culture that I don't think will go anywhere. I mean, beef prices are about to skyrocket, and I promise you people are still going to buy steaks
No
and
one's
burgers.
ready for the cost of food, like where it's headed.
When you own Third Street Goods and Cardinal, I feel like I'm just maybe being a little bit extreme here, but I don't think I ever saw you take time off. I feel like you were there all the time, every day, from the beginning in the morning when it was coffee, pastries, and stuff, a grocery store, to night when it was a restaurant and a bar in the back.
And now you're a carpenter.
And now you're a carpenter.
Yeah.
Very Christ-like.
Yeah.
Very Christ-like.
But I mean, look, you own shit. You didn't make any. You didn't get rich on that.
No, I didn't get rich. My employees made more money than I did, especially during the pandemic, because for some reason I couldn't figure out unemployment for myself.
They make it really difficult.
It was really hard. But I mean, there was in 2019 I worked 90 days in a row or something, and I don't want to do that. Like, look at my self-abuse competition, but that's just what it was.
But you were in the leaderboard at top 3 at least.
Your lashings were
exactly. You were bleeding out the back.
Yeah, and I mean, it was not fun. I was not having a good time.
I mean, I did love that space a lot. It's near and dear to my heart. I wrote a pilot some time ago with my dear friend Amy. Shout out to Amy, love you. And Kathryn so generously let us film there. Tyler was a part of it, helping with like what chefs would do and line cooks would do and everything. And it was very much like The Bear.
Yeah, we're not a fan.
We're not fans.
I never watched the second season.
Oh, cool. So you're just behind on all the silliness that is that show. But I mean, that's fine.
I have a whole. That's restaurant propaganda. That's, you know what I mean. That's like.
Which is kind of what seeded this whole podcast in a way.
Swooning a generation into thinking that shit's fucking cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I grew up in it. I was a kid in that restaurant world for so long, and I always thought it was kind of cool. The thing that really like lit me up about it was in Bourdain's book in Kitchen Confidential. He was like, everyone's kind of like pirates. It's like piercings and drugs and tattoos, and everyone's talking shit, and everyone's sexualized, and it's just crazy. And when you're like 18 years old, nothing is sexier than that besides being like a roadie for a rock band. And I did both. And I was literally like, this is the greatest, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And it's not until you become an adult and you have to start like paying dues and living life that you're like, this is awful.
Like, or have a kid.
Right.
A child changes things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old were you when you had your
22
daughter, son?
Yeah.
22?
22, yeah.
And you were working at...
I was working at Leon. No. I wasn't working at the time.
Okay.
Where was I? I don't remember.
This is called fuzzy. Restaurant Fugue, where we...
where it all blurs together.
I think that part of my life I was very much asleep and making decisions that wasn't all me driving then. But I mean, I take responsibility for my choices, but
sure.
Yeah. There was lots of religion and weird shit going on for me.
Let's get into that. What kind of religion? Were you like a Seventh-day Adventist or some shit?
No, my ex-husband was a Calvinist.
What the fuck is that?
They're Presbyterians. And they have this like 5 points of Calvinism. It's like this really cold but logical way to like slice up the Bible, I guess. And we were both raised in like full gospel, speaking in tongues, craziness.
You were raised in that?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
There was I call the house church that my parents went to a cult, and it drives them crazy. I'm like, y'all, it was a cult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Cult.
You can say that, but if you're still in it?
No. Because
they can't say that
because the leader passed away, and they tried to raise him from the dead at the funeral.
Okay.
Like hard. They tried. Like real hard.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Whoa. How old were you when you saw that?
I was probably 22 or 23, because I remember holding my son on my hip. So
were you like in were you in a place mentally where you could kind of take the piss out of that and kind of chuckle, or were you like, God, I hope they bring this dude back from the dead?
No, I left. No, I was like, and we're done. We're out of here.
That was when you were like,
I wasn't going there anymore anyway, because I no longer lived with my parents.
Sure. It was like a respect thing.
But but we left. My parents left. We were actually like peppered in the crowd, so I didn't know where they were. But we all left independently and like found each other at the car.
Can I go back to one thing? You said house church.
Yeah, it was like a meeting in someone's living room.
Home.
Yeah, and they did like spontaneous worship that would last like 5 hours.
Spontaneous worship. These are insane words.
I, as the producer, do have a question. You said you left and you saw them attempt it, so you don't know if they did it.
Well, they didn't do it.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
I like where your head's at, though.
Now let's segue into conspiracy theorist kitchen workers. And those guys that work with you for 2 weeks, and then you're like, man, you're going to get fired, but these are great stories.
Yeah, I like where you're headed, dude. Yeah, I like where you're headed. Yeah.
No, because I'm still acquainted with his son, so okay. I would know. Okay. I think if his dad came back.
Yeah. Also, it would be on the fucking news. Yeah, fully. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things that's insane. This is an amazing part of you that I did not know about. In all of our like chats and hangs and stuff, that never ever.
Can I say I feel like having like early like the structure that like religion and church provides sort of sets you up for really digging that dude's in charge energy that happens in a kitchen or in a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
You sort of blindly follow a person male or female, but you've just sort of been told and believe
Well,
that person knows more than you.
Yeah.
It's
And
exploitative.
so,
It's power and control, and it's
for
exploitative.
sure.
Yeah,
This
but that
person's
hierarchical structure and everything,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fit right in.
Yeah,
I
and
did,
you liked
and
it.
I did really well.
Scratches an itch in your brain. Yeah, I was raised in a church as well, so I feel like I was just always looking for a pastor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One chef to the next.
Yeah, you're looking for that guidance. You're looking for that that
Sorry, I'm
affirmation.
sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
What? You didn't mean to talk. There's like a little fly, and I'm going to eat him if he comes near my head again. You're always looking for a pastor, somebody that's like you're like going to give you these affirmations and these like confirmations and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Well, that's another
Daddy
thing.
God.
That's
Daddy
another thing.
God.
Restaurant owners and chefs and operators in general are really good at. They withhold compliments, and they, you know what I mean. I feel like that's the case anyway. I was never showered with attaboys, and that's kind of why I think I, beat the shit out of myself, and a lot of other people who were in that. I mean, do you think that's the case in restaurants?
I mean, I agree. I have to agree. It was my whole life, but like there was a point in time when, to the contrary, when I became a chef, I felt it was really important to give these attaboys and stuff like that. And sadly, because of the toxicity that's built in,
sure,
it turned into the abuse would then like shift on me. Like I became abused because I was too nice. I was like too good.
You were a pussy.
And too forgiving. I was a pussy. I was a total pussy. I wasn't gonna make. If someone was like upset and didn't want to mop the floors at the end of the night and they had a really hard night and they needed to go home, I'm like, you know what? Just go. I'll handle it. I'll mop the floor. That's not my job anymore. I'm the chef. I moved up from that. That's another part of the toxicity where you're like, I'm not supposed to do that anymore because I'm the chef. But I got to that point, and then it was like every time I tried to be kind and forgiving and very like, hey, you did great today, because I would take my staff out after the hard shift before everyone was cut and just be like, yo, everybody did a great job tonight. I know I got upset about this or that, but sorry about that. It was the heat of the moment.
Sure.
Just want to say, you crushed it on saute tonight. You killed it on grill. Thanks for this part of the communication and that. I was a very big like positive. I tried to be positive, and all that got me was the like, but behind closed doors and definitely like not in front of my face. It was sort of known that like, well, if Voss is gonna be on tonight as the closing chef, don't worry about it.
So we can fucking
don't worry about it. He'll let you go, or he'll if your story's strong enough, he'll probably let you get out of here or whatever. And I started to feel that. I started to see it and was like, oh man, they're taking advantage of my like kindness. But I didn't want to be that guy though. I didn't want to start holding back the attaboys and start, because I genuinely meant them. I wasn't trying to give them to anyone.
Totally.
I was like, I thought you did really great tonight, because no one gave those to me. So and my dad was my chef growing up.
Yeah.
So like he gave them to me only when he was impressed by something that I executed well. Like, and it was only in the idea of he was like, he would say simple things, nice. He'd be like,
When you start to
nice.
treat compliments
That was
like
about it.
currency.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you only compliment someone unless you're like, I'm going to get something out of them
Right.
later.
It has to be.
You can only really run a restaurant, I think, successfully if you're like a master manipulator. You know what I mean?
I mean, I
and
think
you have to be willing to like
manipulation's part
play
of
the
it, for sure.
long con. I think
I hate that.
I do too. I think it's super gross.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see.
Maybe that's, I mean.
How many examples have you seen that you can think of, whether you've worked at them or you frequent?
I mean, my
frequent
business
them?
partner, I think, was super manipulative. So
Were they were very involved, or just like a financial?
they were very involved. Yeah. Yeah.
Very
And
manipulative.
at a point, I think that's it. Again, there's like this cycle where it teaches you to be that way. Like you start to see,
You
like,
benefit
if I
from it.
exactly, you're like, if I do this, then I stand to benefit.
Yeah.
And like you start bending that rule in your own soul, where you're like, I would never. And then I would never is like, I kind of don't really. And then it turns into only sometimes. And then it turns into like, I am turned completely the other cheek, and I don't talk about this thing that I do that I know I don't like, but I need to do to make more money or make.
Yeah, what did your business partner do that was manipulative?
I don't know if I
Also,
wanna,
what's their
I don't
first and last
know.
name?
I don't know that I want to go there.
No, we don't have to open
that,
old ones.
just the
man.
address,
Yeah.
just the address, home address is fine.
Like there was I quit drinking with her at some point because it would get so toxic, and it was always when we were alone. So it's like one of those things where it's like kind of emotional abuse that you can't prove, you know?
Bummer.
Yeah.
What boxes were checked by this person that made you decide to get into business with them? What did you feel they were bringing to the table?
They checked my my insecurities because like they had a degree. I dropped out of high school. You know, they had studied business, you know, it was like all this stuff that I felt like we complemented each other. But I think it was more like my imposter syndrome and like feeling not good enough is why I attached myself to her.
You go to therapy after this, I guess. Or
Yeah. I've been to lots of therapy, which is crazy because I think the evidence shows that like I was just the mule. Like I did a lot. And like my people showed up, and granted she's not originally from Atlanta, so she didn't have a lot of people, but like when work days happened, it was like, you know, I drove us around a lot. Anyway, it was, I don't want to talk too much more about it.
Yeah, too deep on it.
But it was hard.
And that was a part of in the grocery store.
Right. At some point, it was like we were too far in financially together, and I felt like the only way out was through. I was like, I've done it. I've got so much time into this.
I think that's really interesting because that is like the cult mentality, you know, where at a point, just like Scientology and all these other things, you get so far in and then all of a sudden it starts out with this idea of like, well, I'm just here to better myself and be a better human. And then someone after 10 years down the road, or even less in Scientology, they're like, you've got to give X amount of money.
Right.
And also you've got Thetans in your ass, you know, and they're like, what?
With Thetan?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, but I've been here.
About Satan?
Yeah, you know, they're like, no, Thetan, he's from Barcelona. You know, it's a different kind of god. But it becomes this nasty thing where you're like, well, now I'm so in that I can't turn around. It's part of my identity now. Like this is my friends, my people, and you can't turn around. So then, there becomes this like, I've got to just keep working through it.
Yeah, and there was like shame for like I'm like, oh, this is the person that's my business partner, and I feel kind of embarrassed for getting this far.
I hate that.
Yeah. Like, how does this reflect on me?
Yeah. What made you decide to open that place? Because that's a pretty sick concept. Or not? I mean, it's a grocery store first of all.
She approached me. So she was looking for someone to, you know, because I think she had pitched the idea to Miles, and he was like, you got to get a business partner. Because it's kind of ridiculous because unless you have a lot of money, which we didn't, it requires all the hours because you have a breakfast and lunch grocery spot and then a cocktail bar. I mean, that's so stupid.
Fills the entire day.
Yeah, it's like
that's so stupid.
You're like, dude, people will show up here for breakfast and never leave.
That is so dumb.
I'm gonna say this to the camera. When you have those ideas, okay,
just think about, you know, I was like, oh, let's make a baby that never stops crying.
Right.
You know, like,
dude, that's what restaurants are.
I know.
The baby that doesn't stop crying.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but you open at 7 a.m.
Oof, dude.
You know.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, she came to me. It was a great concept. We wrote a really great business plan.
I loved that place.
Yeah. I was always iffy on the location, and I think that's not ultimately what happened. It was like, again,
was rent super cheap, or relatively, I guess. Or I mean, like, did they like?
My rent was $10,000 a month.
My good God.
Per month.
Yeah.
How many groceries you got to sell out of a joint like that?
And all of them, because the markup isn't like a percentage; it's like $1 per item.
Oof.
And I could go on Amazon, which, I mean, I didn't do this, but like just to check, you know, or whatever other website to see like how much I can get this product that I sell for. And it would be cheaper than what I could get it from my distributors, from wholesale.
Of course.
So I don't have that. I don't have the buying power. So yeah.
I think that's something that is worth discussing in general, and the idea that like people do not understand that like the bigger the corporation, the bigger the buying power, and therefore they can chalk that price all the way down. And so when we talk about supporting local and supporting small, it is going to cost you more because those people, those businesses do not have that buying power. So it is up to you to sort of make up the weight as a good customer, as a good someone who wants to support that business. You've got to pay that $17 for whatever the hell sandwich it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's important though, because it's like, again, this is like big picture stuff. If America could get its shit together, it wouldn't be that bad. But like, it is what it is. The Amazons exist in the world and can make every component of that sandwich accessible to you for cents on the dollar, and you've got to charge $17, $18 for a ham sandwich just to make your ends meet. You know?
You said something that I thought was interesting too, supporting I don't think the onus is on the consumer almost in any circumstance.
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
If you're ever in a situation where the person providing something needs that customer to do anything other than just buy the shit you're providing for them, if they can get it cheaper somewhere else and it's the exact same fucking thing, why the fuck wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And if you want them to come to your place and get your shit, the reason that they come can't just be because you want them to support you, right? Like I think we saw a lot of that post-COVID with some of these restaurants making a lot of posts or asking people in the restaurant, we need your support. You know what I mean? That's a turnoff for consumers.
Yeah.
Right? They don't. Why am I made to feel guilty?
Right.
That your shit costs too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's on you.
After I opened the store, I realized because we were on this idealistic mission to change the world, and I did blame the consumer. And then
everyone does.
Yeah, and then you open, you're like,
they don't want to buy this more expensive shit from all the way over here.
I'm not doing them any good, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, the people that live close by need something else.
Drive by 5 Savi's and 3 Publix just to come fucking find a joint in your sketchy parking lot and spend more money for,
Yeah.
It's a hard ask.
Yeah.
Not to fucking blast the concept, but I mean, I think you know what I mean?
No, these are.
But it's also a bummer that you can't be a small thing relying on the community anymore because
the money is in volume.
the community's already provided. They've already been provided for.
Right.
You know?
They are being serviced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can get their shit.
Yeah.
And what's crazy to me is it doesn't cost much extra to have it hand delivered to your home in a box, which is fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
And that's getting cheaper and cheaper as those labor forces are being replaced by drones and AI and all that gack, which is making it even cheaper.
Yeah.
So that way you can click and get something, and it's even if it was a few more dollars, it's well, who cares? I mean,
Do you think a concept like that would have worked in a neighborhood that had where the consumer just had more disposable income? Because I think Grant Park, you get a lot of people who have a shitload of money, and that didn't, what could have changed it?
Not being on a dead end street.
Sure.
Yeah,
There's no one driving by you.
well, now it's not.
Yeah.
I know.
Is it not?
Sort of.
Not
There's
really.
Isn't it just
the parking lot kind of opens up into the other part of the street?
And
So it's a little,
what road is that? I can't remember.
I don't even know what that is.
Atlanta.
I love
Atlanta,
it.
Southeast, yeah.
I love that I've forgotten.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's
Don't
good.
You know
worry
they
about
tore it down?
Tore what down?
Cardinal.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gone.
it's gone.
Really?
Incredible.
That whole backspace.
What about
is
the
gone.
brewery next door to that?
They closed.
And did they do anything with that building?
The building's still there. Yeah.
Big fucking building.
I think
Huge.
didn't they remodel the whole thing? I think they redid the patio is extended out now from where the grocery store was. It was the patio shared with Patria Cocina that was right there.
Yep.
How's that
And
place
then-
doing?
I think Patria Cocina's still rocking and rolling.
They're killing it.
See, people still go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those who don't understand what we're talking about, it's a dead end parking lot with a series of rotating concepts that provide basically the similar things to the place that was there before.
Yeah, it's like a food hall. But it used to be
It tried to be. There's only 3 concepts in it. There's a cookie joint and a Jamaican joint.
Right.
I think both of those joints are gone now. I don't think there's anything left over there. I think there's a ramen joint over there and Patria Cocina.
I think the building was a bad design from the get. Where my space was kind of cock blocked everybody else. You couldn't see what was going on in there.
That's very true.
Yeah. So I
You get the cream of the crop as far as that's considered.
But when they tore it out, I was like, yeah, that was a good choice.
Wow.
I love Cardinal. I thought that was such a cool space in the back. It was sort of like a speakeasy without being a speakeasy. It was.
Well, what are the criteria for speakeasy? I think that's
I
thrown
mean,
around.
I think it should be actually illegal.
Sure. I love
So
that.
if you are calling
punk
yourself
rock.
a speakeasy and you're not doing something illegal, then you're just full of
Then
shit.
you're a bar.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
then you're just a bar.
with a speakeasy
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
Well, so hold on. How is it a speakeasy concept? All right. My understanding
Conceptually
is
meaning that it's a
supposed-
secret space that
Okay.
you have to have a password to get into.
All right. If you're advertising for a secret
Right.
space at
Right.
all,
Right.
Then you're
You know.
Right. Right.
yeah,
Done.
you fucked
yeah.
it up.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I
said
did
it.
have a speakeasy after we closed though.
And you were selling
The rest of what
Coke
you
in
had
there or something?
purchased
What were
off
you
the
doing that was
bar.
illegal?
I was selling alcohol.
She was selling what she had
Illegally.
Yeah.
bought.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
She doesn't have
Yeah.
a license anymore.
Yeah.
For the culture.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
out of an old dialysis center.
Oh. What a better place to do it.
Where was that?
In that Value Village strip that they tore down and built all those apartments.
Off of Moreland, right down that way.
Yep.
Dope.
And then I ran it out of underground for a little while.
But wait, you were doing a full bar out of there?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Why didn't I know about that? damn it,
Because
man.
I wasn't advertising it because
Hell
it was
yeah.
illegal.
Nicely done. Those of us that are looking for illegal activity didn't find it.
I really gotta give it to you. You really backed up your. I think if you call it a speakeasy, it has to be illegal. I like that it wasn't just an opinion; it was a story.
Yeah,
You're like when I did my speakeasy,
It was fucking illegal.
It was a whole bunch of illegal.
yeah, we were serving stuff out of dialysis machines.
Dude, that's super
people
cool.
looking
Yeah,
right
and it was
fucked
like
up.
so it was
Gin
20.
and
It
soda
was
and an IV.
2020, right?
Yeah.
So the bar had closed, and that's probably also why you didn't know. It was like kind of invite only.
Love it.
If you knew,
I didn't
you
get
knew.
invited.
Sorry. And
Because you're a pussy, dude.
I would,
I was a pussy chef.
would make cocktails in the I guess where you would, where the receptionist would be.
Where you would get your dialysis.
And my glassware just happened to slide right underneath the glass partition.
Perfect.
It was so great.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I would be
Damn,
in there and
dog.
everybody's, at risk partying out.
Man, that's
So
pretty
now-
kick-ass.
Wait, so not to be rude.
Yeah.
So not only were you selling legal booze, you were super spreading.
Yeah. I mean,
Say something, dude.
they knew.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
Listen, you're cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the thing. That's the thing about working in restaurants. You're gonna meet the worst cool people ever.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
I
man,
mean,
that's a terrible
okay,
story, but like that fucks.
You'll get something from them. Yeah.
I think it's very weird to sell food, period.
It is really
It
weird
is
to
a
sell
weird
food.
thing to do.
It is.
It,
Now
and-
this is very meta. This gets to this point where I think like that goes back to sort of primitive man, right? Like before the concept of before you were paying for something, it's a matter of just protecting society and family, right? Your family, and there it's like these circles, right? It's like your family is when you're the most socialist, obviously. The most communist is when you've got your family. You do anything for them. You know what I mean?
Everyone gets the same piece
Everyone
of-
gets
yeah.
as much as everyone can get. Is an equal share, and then as it zooms out, and people say this, they become more and more conservative. I don't. I feel like it gets to a point where I'm like, I feel like everybody should just share things, and we'd be better off. But I do think that's interesting, where you're like selling food.
I am kind of sick of sharing my stuff, though. That's a different story.
Okay, he's a little more.
I wouldn't call it conservative.
Not conservative.
Yeah. I guess
I'd
maybe.
say
I am
left
conservative.
center. I don't know what they call it these days.
I don't know what to
it's
say.
a fucking monster spectrum.
All I mean
all
is
the
I think I'm
same.
tipping too often. It doesn't know what that...
It's all the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It's a circle. Comes back around. But that's so. Elaborate on that a little bit more. To sell food.
to sell food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always before I opened the store, I was like, I think it's really weird to sell food, and I'm opening a grocery store. I don't. I'm still kind of following that thread, but we should all just eat. I think it's weird to sell
What do you-
housing.
Sure. Oh, well.
Sure.
And water.
And
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
so-
land in general.
Right. Yeah.
But then you got to draw lines because then someone's going to go, well, that's mine. It becomes possessive. It becomes
Right.
very infantile. You're like a child. You're
Yeah.
like, this is mine now. It's something we're not even taught. As kids, we see something we want and we immediately will take that out of the hands of another and go, mine. It's one of the first 10 words a human learns is like, meh. And that's a crazy weird thing that we do to gather and to collect and be very protective of the
I think
things.
it's natural to share, though. I
agree.
think
No, I
that
agree.
I think people naturally come together and help each other.
I
Now,
agree.
I don't want you to have my toothbrush.
Sure.
But
Why?
what? Because ew.
Oh, so you're a super spreader that draws a line.
Yeah, there's a line there.
I don't know if you guys heard. She was behind glass.
Yeah.
Wait,
she-
this was an enter at your own risk.
She literally,
That's
she
true.
literally
But,
not mine.
is
not on my
protecting
risk.
herself, sliding perfectly sized glasses
Yes.
under.
Yeah, here are your drugs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we okay with selling drugs and alcohol?
Right, that's the other thing. I'm almost made it a year without having a drink. Not that I'm not counting days. I just wanted to see if I could do it a year.
for you. That's
I haven't
amazing.
had a cigarette this year either.
Wow,
Both at the
congratulations.
same time. Yeah.
Vice killer.
So I am having a cigarette on January 1st.
What's your then? What do you have? You do yoga or some shit, or what are people doing when they're not doing all the other stuff?
fucking?
You're just
guess.
coming all the time.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess you get natural endorphins.
Hell
that way.
yeah.
Yeah, I jerk off a lot too. I get it. Totally get it. Jerking off. Pretty much every.
She did specifically say fucking.
Fuck
Not.
Not so
Yeah,
fucking.
no, I'm self fucking. They're kind of the same.
Yeah.
First of all, who are you to judge?
Yeah. That's
I don't think we need to clarify,
Yeah.
all right? But you come one way or another.
I'm just
Coming
here.
is
I'm just a
coming in a
producer.
man's world.
I'm just stating facts back here.
Thank you for reading the transcript.
Yeah. I
appreciate you keeping us
I'm
on
the
the
little
shit.
ticker counter at the bottom.
Shit.
That's hot. How long have you been without drinking?
Almost a year.
Almost a year, you
Yeah.
said? Cool. Good.
Are you going to
Yep.
drink on Jan 1 or
I don't
cigarettes?
think so.
Cigarettes happening.
Yeah, cigarettes happening.
Cigarettes
What's the
happening.
cigarette of choice?
I get really bad migraines, so I'm afraid to drink. I'm like, I don't know.
You
It
tried
hurts so
natural
bad.
wine? I was a natural wine rep for many, many years.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your?
I
Tyler
think
asked,
it's a gross scam.
Oh, what's my? I'll do a hipster yellow American Spirit.
yellow American Spirit. I was going to say it's a yellow.
I do love a Nat Sherman, but they're harder and harder to find.
Yeah, dude, because they're like weirdly for rich people now.
What the fuck?
I know.
because societal flip.
they come in that
Yeah, dude.
cute
Right,
box.
the little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for rich
What
people.
were those? What was that other? Dunhills. Remember those?
Dunhills are the shit.
Those
I
were
had
always
a,
for rich people.
Had a pack
Yeah.
of Dunhills when I went to Amsterdam.
Well,
Yeah.
You got them in Amsterdam.
Got them in
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
yeah,
Chiefed
sure,
the
sure.
whole pack like in an hour. Man, I love it.
It was insane.
I think this vape thing is gonna blow up in everyone's face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I won't touch it.
Yeah, like obviously smoking anything but oxygen in your fucking lungs is obviously not cool. You shouldn't fucking have it ever. But the vape thing, I think just anything that catches on that quick has got to be bad, and like I don't know, I'm sure there's a bunch of studies out there that show that it's better for you than smoking or something. But there's also
I
studies out
think
there
there's
that
a
show
lot
that
that-
dudes can get fucking resurrected from death.
There are some people that have been resurrected, so I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll smoke a cig whenever it has to just kind of happen. It's only one or two.
Yeah.
I tend to like them more in the cold weather. I don't know why. I love a cigarette
Yeah,
in the cold.
they're romantic. They're so fucking
Yeah, they
romantic.
are. And
They're
especially
delicious. And
If you go to Europe,
I hate that
it's
they're
like
bad for you.
impossible to not. Like you see
Yeah.
people and you're like, I'm fucking smoking a
Dude,
cigarette.
I don't think that they're bad for you in Europe. Weirdly, I don't have
No,
any facts.
nobody gets cancer in Europe.
Nobody
gets
no,
cancer, no one
every
gets
man,
fat.
woman, and child
Yeah.
has in France. Just
Everyone's
like, y'all
smoking,
all
and
smoking.
and also anyone who's not smoking is not complaining about the other people smoking. That's like a uniquely American thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like to give a mean look, like my kids. Man, fuck your fucking kid. That's not my fucking kid.
It's
Get your
also-
kid out of the
yeah.
fucking public if you don't want them seeing shit that people do. What the fuck are you talking
It's
about?
very weird that I'm like, I thought we were rugged individuals.
We're not.
Oh, lost that.
There's not a
identity.
single state that you don't get a fucking mean look, and that's crazy to think because Texas is a state, and they will like give you a mean look in that state if you're like smoking a cig, not in the designated Walmart parking lot area.
Which is crazy because they're like, we are Marlboro. Even
Yeah.
though that was invented in North Carolina.
The best response I've ever seen of that was my friend of mine was like, "Oh, you don't want me to smoke," or something like that. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Wow."
Yeah.
And yeah, they
Just
shut
treating
right
them
up.
like infantile
yeah.
babies.
I love that.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
make
was
fun
like,
of-
I
make
was
fun
like,
of people.
noted. Yes.
You should make fun of people for trying to be healthy, but I mean, it's not even them trying to be healthy. They're trying to make you know that they want to be healthy, right? Like,
Dude, my dad was super anti-smoking, right? But he grew up like in the so this is the funny story. My dad would overreact if someone lit a cigarette. If we were in this building, someone smoking a cigarette, he would smell it. And this very aggressive Puerto Rican, he'd be like, "What the fuck is that smell?
Oh, I like the
who's smoking pool?" He would do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Pool, like that. It was crazy. And then
so he hated cigs.
one day
That's
we
pretty
were
gay.
like, because I was like, "What the fuck? You grew up in like the '70s in New York. Like, how did you not smoke?" And he was like, "Oh, I went and got hypnotized, and I don't think it fucking worked." And I was like,
Well,
I think it fucking worked,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like, you're so anti.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was like, no, that shit is not real. Hypnotics is bullshit. And I was like,
I just woke up
okay.
one day-
Except that every time someone starts to smoke, you're like, "Ugh!" Like he loses his mind.
like the Manchurian Candidate. Is
Yeah,
that where like someone's
it's like a sleeper cell.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we had this woman that worked in our restaurant growing up. She was like an aunt to me, Sharon, and Sharon smoked like 4 packs a day. You know what I mean? Like she was this New Yorker. She had this
American.
and I mean, like just smoke, and he couldn't even like. She'd be like, "Damo, how are you?" You know, and he'd be like, "Oh, come on, Sharon. Oh, get the fuck away from me!" Like he couldn't deal with the
She
smoke.
smelled bad.
I mean, she smoked all the time. She lived in cigarettes. That woman.
Man, yeah. Did anyone in your family like smoke with the windows up in the car?
No.
man.
Nobody. No.
No one's a
My
smoker.
mother's never had a cigarette.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were they always in the religion? Is that why? Were they like?
Not all. No, she was raised by like a raging alcoholic smoker, so she was just doesn't want anything to do
Hell
with
yeah.
it. Yeah, they're not total like teetotalers though. They'll have wine with dinner.
Sure.
Yeah,
Are they still in the faith?
I think
Still in the faith.
that I have asked
This
my
guy.
dad recently if his, I'm like, what's up with your, your beliefs? He was like, yeah, nothing's changed. He's just gotten quiet. You know, they don't go to church anymore. My mom, on the other hand, has gotten way more liberal as she ages.
But the ex-husband was Calvinist, and then this other faith that you were in growing up was like an evangelical.
Yeah, more crazy.
Wow, like Pentecostal.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
So what do you think's going through someone's head when they decide to speak in tongues? Because that's a decision.
It's called glossolalia. Fucking crazy.
I don't know, because I've heard my mother speak in tongues like many, many times.
And you trust her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it like the Hamalashama tongues?
Yeah.
Those are crazy cool.
They're just like, okay, no, but like
I
seriously.
kind of wish I could do it. Sometimes,
Sure you can.
sometimes by myself,
feel
I'm
it.
like, I wonder if I could like emulate her.
Let's hear it.
No, I'm not doing no.
Dude.
No.
Do it for us.
Yeah, no way.
You gotta lean into
See,
it.
I grew up in a Methodist church. You can't even speak
Loudly.
in English in that fucking
Yeah.
churt. You know what I mean?
Too much
Yeah.
volume, and it's a little like,
Yeah.
come on now.
Yeah.
So that blows my mind when I see clips of that sort of shit online. Mm-hmm. You know, and you'll see some fucking broad running up and down with her shoes off in a dress, and she's laying down and she's flailing. Like, how do you sleep with yourself at night knowing that everyone in the congregation saw you show your fucking ass Sunday at 9 a.m.? That's like,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I just think that there's
Because they're attention starved. She's like, she
Okay.
loved every second of that.
okay.
Yeah.
Attention starved is definitely another.
Did you ever hear someone's tongues not sound like that other person's tongues, and the congregation were kind of talking like, we think Sheila's faking it. Her tongues was like,
No, because that's not how it works.
how does it
They're
work?
supposed to sound different because it's like the spirit going through
Sure.
you
They set it up.
specifically.
They set it up in a way
Oh,
that you
it's-
can fully
you-
lie about this, and no one can ever prove you
Absolutely.
wrong.
Jonathan
Absolutely.
Davis, lead singer of Korn, speaking in tongues.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Did you ever hear Life is Peachy?
I don't know.
The album, Adidas? Where he's like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that tongues or?
No, it's scatting, dude. That's
Is it?
jazz, bro. Get this motherfucker some credit. He got a goddamn Grammy. You can't act like he's fucking speaking in tongues. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. He was one of the first dudes to wear a skirt on stage.
I think it was a kilt.
What?
What were we talking about? Restaurants. So can I ask something? What do you think in 10 years, given what we know about the economy and what people think about the Michelin
bug.
Guide, and I think that's in other cities as well, that sort of, they're just giving them out to anybody, or I can't believe they snubbed this person. There's over time, there's becoming a little bit less respect for the elite restaurants, and also people have fucking less money, and also no one wants to work in fucking restaurants. Where do you see fine dining in 10 fucking years?
Oh, fine dining's dead.
And
Because
you're gonna
nobody
have,
needs
like,
it.
You're gonna have like
Sorry.
three in every city.
Yeah.
Right, and they're gonna be backed by some silent billionaire or some shit like that, right?
Or NFL player or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, so
Silent
you
billionaire.
think it's gone? What does
Yeah.
that look like though? Like, how do people react to that? The restaurant industry itself, because there's people who still fucking they're jerking off and coming to that every day. The
Yeah.
idea of being in one of those places, eating out one, owning one.
Right.
Where do those people go? Because they make up a large portion of the restaurant scene right
I
now.
don't really care.
Yeah, sure you don't. But I also
mean-
don't care about the tongues thing, and I talked about that for a
Yeah.
while. So.
Okay. Where do they? I guess that was a cop out because I don't have the answer for this.
All right. I guess we're done here. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, but does that look like more taco joints opening
Yeah,
up?
I think
And does
it
that
means
look like-
definitely more fast casual, more because that's where the money's at.
Sure.
You know,
'Cause
you
that's-
have
'cause
to
more of
you
the
have
money,
to
the
sell.
percentage of
Yeah,
it.
you got to do volume, like places that are manned by less humans.
Yeah, less overhead, quicker food, but not fast food because we don't want to cross that line because that makes it then it lessens the value of the place.
But if it takes you longer than 15 minutes to get your food, you're upset and your reviews dip, and that
Right.
can ultimately
So it's an 8
decrease
minute-
your engagement. And
8 to 10 minute food window.
right, which is absolutely fucking insane.
It is
Asinine.
insane.
Unless you're a Sandite kid.
I've waited for 30 minutes at Sonic and didn't get upset. You know,
Right.
waiting for food's not crazy.
Go to a Popeyes after midnight anywhere in the city. You're gonna wait
An
30
hour and a half. They'll give you a job there before they give you your food.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I don't go to Popeyes.
Well, so anyway, more people have air fryers than have fucking health insurance. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is that? You can cook at your
that's a
goddamn
bar.
house.
That's another bar.
You know?
I mean, you can.
Well,
'Cause
I
they
mean,
cost
we have a lot of
19
things more than health insurance.
We
so.
do.
Yeah, like dental. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I just think that I'm interested to see what you think as somebody who was there and relied so heavily on guests coming to restaurants, and it was obviously a big part of your life. You opened a place and needed them to come every day, and even went through a period of your life where you were kind of blaming them for not cooperating in this community relationship. I mean, that every restaurant relies on everybody. So like, what do you think? I mean, do you think people are going to start cooking at their house one day?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've seen it. I've started doing that more.
Me
like
too.
I go out way less. My brother also, he's like, I just did 7 days every night at home.
Hell yeah.
I was like, wow.
Good for your brother.
Yeah.
Thinking about that. Boom, boom, boom.
Saved himself $1,300.
Exactly. Yeah.
Huge money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that six weeks a year, you can start smoking cigarettes again. You know?
Yeah, so I think more corporately owned restaurants are going to happen. We're going to have fewer and fewer of those things that have been around for a really long time, like Highland Tap or something like that. You know?
Yeah, like Manny's threatens to close every 4 years or something.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of there's like some bug that gets sprinkled into the city. Like, oh, Manny's we gotta go support Manny.
And that's pretty smart though, because Atlanta loves a closing.
They
love a closing.
Right? So isn't it you threaten to close?
Grand opening, grand closing. They love it.
Yeah.
And so for the time leading up to that closing that threatening line, everyone's like, hey, it's not on me. If you want to stay open, stay open. I don't need to, you know. And then oh fuck, they're gonna close. I need to participate. Well, where was that love?
Yeah.
The other
it's like
300
when
days of the year.
Eats recently closed.
Right.
So there's been a line out the door.
Of course there has.
For
Because people are like, it's my last chance to get a really poorly cooked sweet potato.
And also people just went there for the Instagram, you know?
Right.
Of course.
Well,
Eats
that's the
logo.
other thing.
another
That's a
chapter.
another thing is that these restaurants are not built for longevity of this is going to be an institution in this neighborhood for 20, 40 years.
No.
You know, we're just here for the gram. We're here for the scene. It has no substance.
We're going to open another
And
location. We'll
and
quietly
tear it
close
down.
that one.
Yep.
And then we'll be at this
Yep.
one now. Yeah.
Yeah, because the disposable culture of America is sort of seeping into literally everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
What a place to sort of wrap this up, I think.
I couldn't agree more.
Amazing.
Well,
That's so cool.
I'm like,
No, that's incredible. Kathryn, thank you so much for joining us tonight and talking industry shit. That was, I mean, I'm blown away by the religious
Also,
stuff.
really glad you're making cabinets now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's super cool.
that's something
yeah, they
that's
don't email me.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cabinets don't email you.
Yeah.
Not yet, they fucking don't.
Exactly. AI cabinets start asking, hey, are you bolting right now? Or whatever the fuck.
It'll
I don't
become
know.
lame to buy cabinets made from someone who's not a robot at
Right.
some point.
I mean, all right.
Kathryn, tell us where
why you make
people
big
can
bucks.
find you. Where can they purchase some of your incredible cabinets? Is there a speakeasy? Don't tell anybody.
Have you done cabinet work for a place that's public that we could go see somewhere?
I've done work for the Spiller Park at Toco.
Hell yes.
Oh, cool.
So they have.
Lovedale.
They have. I opened the one.
She
at,
opened
at,
the one in
Ponce
in
City
Ponce,
Market.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have those really beautiful cabinets and shelves and stuff.
I made the pastry case at Ponce City Market also.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So go check that out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you post pictures of your work and do you like show you excuse me, make videos of me burping, or do you make videos of you making the cabinets?
I do. Yeah, sometimes. I rarely
sick.
post it because generally I always have work and I haven't had to market yet. But
Brag much?
Where's is there a great place people can find you? Is there a website? Is there an Instagram?
My personal Instagram is my last name. So DIMENICHI. So DM me. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shoot her a DM if you're looking for some cabinets, or if you just want to hang out with one of the coolest people in Atlanta. Don't DM her for that, please. Leave her alone. Run into her at the right places. Don't bother her. No, Kathryn, thank you so much. This has been amazing, incredible.
Thank
It's
you.
always been such a pleasure chatting with you. I'm glad we got to catch up on the pod. What a way to break into this podcast, honestly.
Yeah, very good
So
to talk with
cool.
you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Kathryn DiMenichi, everybody. Woo.
Produced by Do You Validate?